The effortless action system is a completely new paradigm. It's a way of viewing the world that is radically different to the way society views the world. As a result, from the beta testing, we often found that when people hear these truths, they recognize how powerful they could be if imbibed, they nod their heads in agreement, but then they return to their old ways and never fully embrace the ideas. So in order to help people do that, we must engage in the process of paradigm reorientation. Imagine a cup filled with dirty water. Then imagine trying to fill that cup with crystal clear water. As the clear water enters the cup, it mixes with the dirty water, and the cup is filled with slightly clearer water, but it's still dirty. The cup is by no means crystal clear, and so muddied is the water of people's minds that the rays of insight that we will reveal to you will not penetrate. They will make it an inch through the muddy water and then disappear. So in order to ready your mind to make any kind of transformation, the dirty water must first be emptied. Right now, your mind is filled to the brim with many things: beliefs, emotions, likes, dislikes, opinions, attachment, phrases, social norms, morals, etiquette, concepts, theories. And whenever a question is asked to you, you answer immediately. Should taxes go up or down? What do you like? Why do you not earn more money? Is abortion right or wrong? And why aren't you more productive? Before the question is even finished, your lips start to form the first syllable of your pre-rehearsed answer, which will be a reflection of your beliefs and opinions. Perhaps what I've just said doesn't resonate with you because you view yourself as unopinionated. But even the fact that you view yourself as unopinionated is an opinion. This is human nature. But having beliefs, opinions, and concepts, it's not bad. That's not what I'm saying. That would be another opinion. I'm simply stating a fact. If you feel guilty about having beliefs, then that is yet another belief. The problem lies when you realize that almost literally none of the beliefs or opinions that you hold are accurate depictions of the way the world works. They are false. They are lies. How do I know this? Well, by asking you two questions. Number one, where have these beliefs got you? If you believe you know how to be productive, why aren't you productive? If you believe you know how to be successful, why aren't you successful? If you have the correct beliefs, the results will come. And if you do not have the results you want, you do not have the correct beliefs. And number two, where did those beliefs and opinions you hold so dearly come from? Did they come from decades of dedication, unjudgmental observation and experimentation? Or are these beliefs and opinions you hold merely a reflection of everything you have consumed? Are they not a recitation of the beliefs and opinions of the people around you, or of all of the content you consume online, or of the political party you prescribe to, or of the religion that you follow? What a human being fails to see is that all of their thoughts, beliefs, opinions, and even their actions are merely a reflection of all of the data that has been consumed by their brain. Everything they have seen and everything they have heard. When a human being consumes something, whether that's from hearing it from their family, their friends, the videos they watch, the things they've read, then neurons in their brain travel down preformed grooves called neural networks that have been created by everything he has previously consumed. All of the data he's been exposed to through events, people, books, videos, everything create these grooves. And depending on the pattern of grooves determines the output of the belief. A different pattern of grooves in the brain will result in a different belief. And all of this happens unconsciously. This doesn't happen through thought or effort. When you hear a concept you've learned about, neurons move along a particular neurological pathway to deliver what that concept is about. This happens without thinking, without trying, without effort. And the more someone consumes something, the deeper those neurological pathways get. And the deeper the neurological pathway, the easier the neuron moves. This deepens the connection and makes it stronger. An example that's often used to describe this is like grooves on a hill that get deeper as more water flows down them. The more you're exposed to something, the deeper your connection with that belief becomes. And everything you consume, whether you like it or not, deepens the grooves in your brain about that particular belief and opinion. Even habits are forming. This is why a person becomes what they consume. And the reason that most of your beliefs or opinions are not true is because most of what you consume is not true. It is simply an inaccurate depiction of reality. Whether this is about success or happiness or productivity, anything. And the reason that most of what you consume is untrue is because a human is not incentivized to find things that are true. Humans are incentivized for many reasons, none of which are for seeking reality, understanding and seeing reality for what it is. That is not an incentive that humans follow. For example, a YouTuber is incentivized to get views, to say what sounds cool, to show off, to clickbait. As a result, a large amount of the content on YouTube that's meant to help you isn't designed to help you, it's designed to help you feel like you're being helped. Another example is an author is incentivized to sell books. And in order to sell books, they must tell people what they want to hear. A person's not going to buy a book that doesn't make them feel good. So the author just says what makes people feel good. And humans, in general, are incentivized to do things that feel good and avoid things that feel bad. That is an incentive that is not trying to figure out the way the world works. And perhaps the biggest of all of them, you are incentivized to fit in. At work, you're given a raise if you share the same opinions as your boss. In your family, you avoid conflict when you agree with your family. And in society, you are accepted when you fit in. And you are rejected when you stand out. So naturally, you find yourself with beliefs and opinions that let you fit in. You may have one or two controversial opinions. You may be saying, well, no, I think differently to my boss about this. But the vast majority of your opinions are the same opinions as the things that you consume. If your opinions were completely averse to the opinions of the people around you, you would have been kicked out from society. So the fact that you haven't been shows many of your beliefs and opinions are just the same as the people around you. Not correct, just the same. Because when opinions are accepted by the masses, they become so entrenched in someone's mind that they become part of the canvas. They go from being the painting on the canvas to being the canvas themselves. And when something becomes in the canvas, it becomes invisible. These beliefs are not even seen, let alone questioned. So because humans are not incentivized to see clearly, they don't see, and they don't see clearly. They cling to the false beliefs that surround them because that's what lets them be accepted. And again, this is not right or wrong. This is simply the way it is. Because no one in society is incentivized to understand reality clearly, most of the things you consume are not accurate depictions of reality. And because most of the things you consume are not accurate depictions of reality, most of your beliefs are false. And this becomes a problem when your opinions and beliefs become the very thing that is stopping you from achieving your desires. You see, as we've discussed previously, everything that is possible in this universe has a set of causes that lead to the effect of that thing appearing. Freedom has a set of causes that must happen in order for freedom to occur. Success has its own set of causes. Being productive has its own set of causes. And these causes are static. They are unwavering. They do not shift. They are the way they are, and there is no debating it. They either are or they are not. So if you believe that cause A leads to the effect of your desires, but in reality it's cause B, no matter how much you believe it's cause A, the effect will not appear. It is impossible. No matter how right cause A is, no matter how hard you work or how much you deserve the effect will not come unless the specific causes are taken. And anything that is not the specific causes that leads to the effect of your desire will lead to nothing but struggle, pain, and suffering. So if you ever have an opinion about something, an opinion about the way the world works, an opinion about reality, you'd better be 100% sure that opinion is right. Because if it's not right, the effect that you desire will not come. Because anything that is not the cause will not lead to the effect. Nature is completely and utterly impersonal. Your beliefs and opinions do not affect the causes one bit. In fact, what happens more often than not is your beliefs and opinions cloud your vision so that you don't see the causes at all, even if they're right in front of you. Upon hearing this, the mistake that most people will make is they will try to drop their beliefs and opinions. They will think beliefs and opinions are bad, and this will not work. As we'll explore later on in these videos, anything that is a technique always addresses symptoms of a problem, and anything that addresses symptoms of a problem will only alleviate the problem temporarily. Long-term transformation comes from a visceral seeing of reality. We'll talk more about this later. Because when you viscerally see the pointlessness of beliefs and opinions, and you see the effects they cause in your life, the beliefs and opinions will start to go, and they will begin to cloud your judgment less, and you will start to see. You will have emptied your dirty water. And if you empty your dirty water and replace it with clean water, when you remove the incorrect beliefs about the way the world works and you replace those beliefs with the way the world actually works, then you start working with reality instead of against reality. And when you work with reality, that's when your desires become reality. A good way to describe this is it's like a maze. Imagine you're trying to get out of the maze. If you try and go through the walls, if you try to fight against the maze, you will make no progress. Whereas if you work within the maze, you work within the walls of nature, then you may get out of the maze. You may get your desires. The undedicated person thinks he knows it all. The dedicated person realizes that if he knows it all, he would have it all. And because he has nothing close to what he could have, he must know nothing close to what he could know. The dedicated person becomes obsessed with seeing clearly, understanding the way the world works, and navigating within the boundaries of reality. This is how a person can get tangible power, real power. The only way for an effect to appear is if the correct causes are created. The correct causes can only be created if someone can identify what are the correct causes. And someone can only identify what are the correct causes if they are not attached to their beliefs and opinions. And someone can only become unattached to their beliefs if they recognize they are wrong. They stop consuming inaccurate depictions of reality and start consuming accurate depictions of reality. And this is not something you should do. This will happen as a byproduct of your desire to achieve a result. But to help you in this process of emptying your dirty water, the next few videos will cover some of the biggest mistakes that people in society make, the shackles that mankind has tied themselves to. So that video you've just seen is part of the free trial for the Effortless Action System. If you want to, you can continue to watch the free videos on this channel, and the free videos are part of the free trial. But if you do want to enroll in the Effortless Action System, there's a link in the description below.